Namaste, yogis. Welcome to your Friday flow. I'm Carter, and today's practice is about opening up the shoulders. So you may need a strap, belt, or a scarf if your shoulders are tight, like mine are. So let's get to our mat. All right, yogis, let's start in child's pose. So bring your big toes together. Let your knees fan out nice and wide. You won't need your strap right now, but keep it handy. Extend your torso nice and long and walk the hands forward. Now, we're going to go into this child's pose a little bit differently. We're going to drop the elbows down. We're going to put hands together and then we're going to walk those elbows in just a little bit closer than the shoulders distance apart. Lower your forehead towards the floor. And then start to bring your thumbs towards the back of your neck. Once you get here, see if you can draw your armpits towards the floor and press the elbows out a smidge. So you may start to feel this through the outer part of the shoulders. A couple deep full breaths here as you let those shoulders unwind, as well as the lower back, lower sacrum. Belly softens. Breath deepens. Start to slow down the thoughts, the monkey mind. And then start to straighten the elbows. And then gently bring yourself up into table. Hands come under shoulders, knees under hips. Little wag of the tail. And then bring that left hand right underneath your left shoulder. Twist and roll, take your right arm up towards the ceiling. Roll that right wrist. And then bend your right elbow so the back of the hand finds the lower back or maybe around the right hip bone. And we're going to draw that right shoulder and right elbow back, so we're going to feel a little bit of twist through the spine as well as a little bit of openness through the front of the right shoulder. Take that right arm all the way back up and slide that right arm underneath the left arm. So keep the right palm up, rest on the outside of the right shoulder as the right cheek comes down. You can move that left hand around in a way that supports that arm, but think about reaching with the right hand as far to the left as you can, and then press the shoulder a little bit into the ground. Your options here would be right arm can lift a little up higher or a little bit lower, so you can make some manipulation with the right arm. And if that's feeling pretty good and you need a little bit more sensation, extend your left arm up towards the ceiling and then roll that left wrist. And then bend the left elbow, take the back of the hand, and either rest it on the lower back or around the right hip. And from here, you can start to draw that left elbow and shoulder back as you twist a little bit more. And give yourself a breath or two here. Now, if this is feeling pretty good, and you can just stay here, but if you do need a little bit more, you can start to lift the left knee off the ground, and either the left toes stay onto the floor behind you towards the back of the mat, or maybe they can scoot a little bit out to the left. You could also lift the left leg up off the ground, or you can keep it extending towards the back, and it can lift as high as you would like. Sensation is right shoulder blade, maybe a little bit of the neck, some through the mid-back. And if you're messing around with the legs, maybe somewhere in the leg, groin, hamstring. One more deep, full breath. And then lower that left knee down if it's lifted. Bring the left hand down if it's behind the back. Lift the torso up. Slowly slide that right arm all the way back up. And then move that right hand towards the back of the mat. Elbow stays straight. Lift it up over your head. Do it again. Back towards the back of the mat. And then up and over that right ear as you press the right ribs up towards the ceiling. And then sweep that hand all the way back down into table. A little wag of the tail. Let's do a round of cat-cow. Inhale, belly drops, lift the heart, chin, and chest. Exhale, round and squeeze. Let's do it again. Inhale. And exhale. Back to neutral spine. Let's do the other side. So right hand comes underneath the shoulder. Twist and open left arm reaches up towards the sky. Bend the left elbow, take the back of the hand towards the lower back or maybe around the right hip. Draw that left shoulder and left elbow back. Lift the gaze up towards the ceiling. Opening up a little bit in the front of the shoulder. Still getting a little bit of a twist through mid-spine as well. And then lift that left arm straight on up. Slide that left arm underneath the right arm. And again, we're going to really reach with that left hand as we rest on the outside of the left shoulder. Now that movement of the left arm could be a little farther up or a little farther down, so you can move that around. Same thing with your right hand. That's going to be your support as you twist, so that can move around as well. Once you're feeling fairly comfortable, press that left shoulder into the ground. Maybe even pressing towards the left side of the mat, so kind of pressing away from the left hand. Options, right arm reaches up. Roll that right wrist. Option, right elbow bends, back of the hand finds lower back or around the left hip. Draw that right shoulder and elbow back as you twist through mid-spine. And then last option, right knee can lift. Right toes can stay on the ground or they can lift on up. And it could be towards the back of the mat. It could be out to the right. Find the variation that creates some openness in the shoulder blade outside of the left shoulder, maybe even through the neck. Find stability, strength, and stillness. All right, if the right knee is lifted, bring it down. If the right hand's behind the back, bring that down. Nice and slowly lift yourself on up. Twist and open left arm back up to the sky. And then bend the elbow, back of the hand reaches towards the back of the mat, and then sweep it up and over. Do that a couple times. Left hand sweeps back. You can swivel the palm up and down. And then sweep the hand all the way down. Back to table. Little wag of the tail here. We're going to move to playful puppy for more shoulders. Walk the hands forward. Keep the hips over the knees. Drop the heart, the chin, the chest. Keep walking the hands forward. So full extension of those shoulders. Heart is drifting towards the floor, so you'll get some extension and length through the shoulders. Shoulders are super complex. There's a lot of rotation and movement we can do with them. And we want to do them really nice and mindfully. Making sure that we know where the stress, the tension is holding up the movement and mobility. All right, nice and easy. Walk your hands back and then draw the hips forward and down. Keep the knees down. It's kind of like a sloppy up dog. Let's lengthen through the spine. Lift the heart, chin, and chest. Elbows are straight. You can move a little right to left. Move the head a little. And then lift the hips up and back, down dog. Roll over the toes. Lift the knees and hips. Little wag of the tail. Shake the head yes and no. All right, walk your feet to your hands. Come up halfway as you flatten your back. Exhale, fold forward, tuck the chin, sway the hips a little. Let's stay here. Let's interlace our fingers around the back of our head. The elbows squeeze in towards the ears, and we're tucking the chin, and we're not necessarily pulling the head towards the thighs. Think about drawing the crown of the head towards the floor, so like you're creating some space and length in the neck rather than squeezing it towards the knees or thighs. Elbows are squeezing in, so you feel a little bit of space between the blades, and you can sway the hips here as well. Release your arms, let them dangle, shake the head a bit. And then nice and easy, walk your hands up your legs. Oh, yeah. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Let's bend the elbows, hands and elbows draw back. Lift the heart, chin, and chest. Let's take the right arm underneath the left arm, grab the shoulders. Walk the hands back, elbows up towards the chin. Then up towards the nose. Then up towards the forehead. And then the ceiling, maybe a subtle back bend. And then elbows down towards the belly button. Round a little bit through the spine, bring the elbows towards the knees. Tuck the chin. Now draw the elbows off the chest a little bit. See if you can bring the elbows towards the floor. Elbows towards the right shin. Elbows towards the left shin. Elbows back to center. Slowly lift yourself on up. Keep those arms stacked. And if it's available, see if you can bring the backs of the hands together. Now, if you get here, then you're not going to be able to bind, so keep the hands to the shoulders. If you can get here, take the right hand inside the left wrist, so the thumbs are at the face. So now we're in eagle arms. Okay? Elbows are up, shoulders are down. If you can't have the hands, then you just do the same thing with the shoulders. So hands on the shoulders, elbows up, shoulders down. If you have the hands, you can draw them a little bit away from the face. Now move the head a little bit. So right ear to right shoulder, left ear to left shoulder. Roll the head back a bit. And then lift those elbows up and down. And if you have the hands, draw them to the right and to the left. We're trying to find some space within the shoulder blades. And then unwind the arms. Whew. Shake them out. And now this is the time where you'd need your strap or your scarf or whatever you need. Just take it around the neck here. We're going to take our right arm up towards the ceiling. We're going to bend the right elbow so the right hand finds the base of the neck. And the left hand reaches up and grabs that right elbow. Now what we're going to do is we're lifting the elbow up towards the ceiling. We're going to draw it back towards the back of our mat. And then we're going to draw it towards the left side, right? And then just give yourself a gentle side bend to the left. So elbow up, back, and to the left. So you're getting this whole right side of the right shoulder, right tricep. We're giving ourselves a little bit of action now. Come back to center. Keep your arms where they are. This right hand is kind of like between the shoulder blades. Just take your left hand and let it go. And you're going to bring the left hand towards the lower back. You're going to start to scoot that left hand up. Now, if you have some space between the hands, you're going to take that strap or scarf or towel, and you're going to throw it down to the left hand, and you're going to grab a hold. And then you're going to walk those hands up as far as you can get them. Now, if you have the flexibility, maybe you don't need the strap, maybe you can grab the fingers. So whatever variation works for you, do that. Now, the movement is towards spine. So right elbow towards the spine, left elbow towards the spine. We're making sure the torso is pretty square. The elbows or the arms are drawing back so the head can draw back and the heart can lift. This may be enough. Sensation is going to be into this front of this left shoulder. It's going to be out to the right tricep and can be quite intense. If it's too much, if there is pain, let go or do less, right? I'm okay with the arms being like even here, or maybe this is not working, so you keep the hand at the base of the neck. So any variation that's working for you. Now, if you have flexibility and you're like, yeah, feels great, you can hinge forward. And as you round a little bit through the spine, it may intensify as you come forward. Another 2 breaths. If you are hinging forward, very slowly bring yourself on up. Release your hands or the strap, nice and easy. Oh, drop those arms down. You can remove that strap and send it to the side until we do the other side. Just shake out the hands and then roll the shoulders around. So draw them back, big circles. And then you're going to go forward with them, big circles again. And then we're going to move the head. So right ear to right shoulder. Roll the head back, lift the chin up, wag your jaw. Left ear to left shoulder. And then chin towards chest, a little rock of the head. And then arms reach up. Elbows bend, hands and elbows draw back. Lift the heart. Let's take the left arm underneath the right arm this time. Grab the shoulders. Walk them back. So you're giving your shoulders a little massage. So it's kind of like when you're in elementary school and you're in the corner and you're like, who's Carter kissing? Woo! Okay. Elbows up towards the chin, towards the nose, towards the forehead, the ceiling. Maybe a little back bend, lift the chin up a little. And let's go forward. So elbows towards the belly button. Elbows towards the knees. And then elbows towards the floor. Elbows towards the left shin. Towards the right shin. Back to center. Slowly come on up. Let's try eagle arms this side. Keep in mind, right side, left side may be different. You may be able to get eagle arms on one side, not the other. So elbows stay stacked, backs of the hands together. Once again, if you're in the space like this, you just keep the hands to the shoulders, elbows up, shoulders down. If you can get it, left hand grabs right wrist, rotate the thumbs towards the face. And again, elbows up, shoulders down. Hands a little bit away from the face, and then you can move a little bit with the head. With the elbows up and down. This is probably terrible on my mic, so I apologize. Hands right and left. Oh. Make sure that neck stays malleable. Another breath. And then exhale, let it go. Woo. Shake it out. Roll the shoulders a bit. Let's do the other side. Left arm reaches up. Left elbow bends. Left hand finds the base of the neck. Right hand reaches up to the left elbow. So we're going to pull that elbow up towards the ceiling, so extending through the shoulder. We're going to draw it towards the back of the mat. And then we're going to pull it a little bit to the right. And we're going to gently side bend. Head is drawing back, heart is lifting. And we're pulling and activating that left arm up and away. Left hand is somewhere around the shoulder blades, scapula. And then back to center. Right hand lets go. Right hand finds the lower back. So walk this right hand up. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Strap if you need it. And this side I need it. I had surgery on my right shoulder, so I can't quite get the hands. I can get the hands, but it doesn't feel so good. So I don't do it. Right? So this feels much better. Right? So again, as you can see, my elbows, they're kind of flaring out. So I'm going to draw this left elbow in towards the middle of my spine. Right elbow, I'm doing the best I can, but that scar tissue from the surgery is a little rough to work with. So that's about it for me. Hinging forward is not in my practice today. But if it's in your practice, go ahead. Hinge right forward. You can round a little bit through the spine. Then you can make these adjustments. You can move the head, move the arms. You may stay here for a moment and find some more flexibility. By all means, go ahead and do it. If it hurts or becomes painful, let it go. And then you got another breath. This practice can be done every single day. Our shoulders need so much attention. We hold so much stress and tension in the upper back. One more breath. If you're hinging forward, slowly bring yourself on up, and then gently release the strap and or hands. Send the strap off to the side, shake out the hands, roll the shoulders again, front way and back way, and then take the hands to the base of the neck, a little massage here. Move the head. All right, let's interlace our fingers behind our back. We're going to squeeze the shoulder blades and we're straighten the elbows. Hands could slide off the lower back if you need it. We're going to work the neck a moment. So right ear to right shoulder, but think about the top of the left ear lifting up towards the ceiling. And then you're just going to lift that chin up a little so you can feel from the jaw to the collarbone. Wag the jaw. And then chin a little bit towards the chest so you can feel it from the back of the skull to the shoulder blade. And then roll your head back, lift your chin up, wag your jaw. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades together. Maybe the wrists kiss. And then left ear to left shoulder. And again, we're focusing on the top of the right ear, lifting up towards the ceiling so the right side of the neck is nice and long. And we're going to lift the chin up a smidge to feel the jaw. And we're going to draw the chin a little bit towards the chest, feel it through the back of the neck. And then keep going, draw the chin all the way to the chest. Bend the knees a smidge, hinge at the waist, fold forward, arms come off the lower back, tuck the chin. Arms could also drift a little to the right, a little bit to the left. And then release the hands, let them shake. And then come up halfway as you flatten through your back. And then bend your knees, plant your hands, walk or step all the way back to the top of a push-up and very slowly lower all the way to the floor. So hands are underneath the shoulders like you're going to be preparing yourself for a push-up. But you're going to take your right arm and you're going to extend it out to the right. Bend your right elbow in 90 degrees, so the right elbow is in alignment with the shoulder, and that right arm looks like a half of a goalpost. We're going to look to the left, and we're going to rest to the right cheek. That left hand presses into the ground, and we're just going to roll onto the right hip and extend that left leg behind us as far as we can go. That knee can be bent or straight. The left hand can move around to support the torso or the twist. And we're trying to keep the right cheek, the head down, and the front of the right shoulder softening towards the floor. Now, if you're here and just don't feel like it's enough, you can try to bring the sole of the foot to the floor and keep pressing through the left hand. Last option would be take that left hand back for that left foot ankle or shin for the bind, and you can press the foot into the hand, and then again, soften into the right shoulder. So 2 deep, full breaths here can be quite intense. You do have the option of manipulating that right elbow up and down to make sure that sensation is what you need in the chest and the right shoulder. Another deep, full breath. So if you have that bind, let it go, drop the left hip, and then cross at your forearms, rest to your chin, cheek, forehead, and then bend your knees and just windshield wiper your legs side to side. So we're going to do the same thing other side, but don't assume it's going to feel the same. So ease into it. So straighten the knees, extend your left arm out to the left. Left elbow bends so it's in a 90-degree angle. The elbow is in alignment with the shoulder. And again, you can move it up a little, move it down a little, depending on the sensation. Left palm is down. Right hand down underneath the shoulder like you're going to do a little push-up. You're going to squeeze the legs together, and you're going to come to your left cheek. Press down through the right hand, roll onto the left hip, and then take that right leg behind you. Right hand can move around to support you in the twist. Right knee can be bent or straight. If you need more sensation, sole of the foot to the floor. Last option, right hand reaches back, for right foot, ankle, or shin. But I'm so tight in this part of my body, I can't grab it, so I'm not going to do it. And then a deep, full breath here. Left shoulder heavy and soft. A moment. This, for a lot of us, is quite intense, since a lot of our posture is either on our phone or on the computer, which promotes collapsing in the chest. Right? Arms are forward, head is down. All right, so if you have the foot, let it go. Bring that right hip and right leg back down. Oh, yeah. Come back to center, cross with your forearms, rest your chin, cheek, forehead. And then hands underneath your shoulders. Gently bring yourself up into hero's pose. So big toes come together, knees come together, hips back towards the heels. Let's roll those shoulders around a bit. And then we're going to extend the arms up, bend the elbows, hands and elbows draw back, lift the heart. Let's micro adjust the elbows up and down. So it looks like cactus arms. And then with the triceps parallel to the earth, draw those hands towards the floor. Nice and slow and smooth. And we're going to keep going. We're going to see if we can go all the way towards the back of the mat. Keep the heart lifting, elbows up and down. And then again, let's lift them on up slowly. And then let's take the hands and the forearms together in front of us. And we're going to squeeze palms, forearms, and elbows. And we're going to lift those elbows up as high as you can. And then drop them down. Do that a couple times, up and down. Inhale, open them up, nice and wide. And then straighten the elbows, extend the arms up. Palms come together, and then bend the elbows, thumbs towards the base of the neck. Open up the elbows as far as you can. Maybe interlace the fingers behind your head, lift the heart. And then tuck the chin, squeeze the elbows together, round through the spine. Inhale, lift on up, open up your arms, nice and wide. Swivel the palms up and down. Keep rotating the shoulders. And then one more time, let's interlace our fingers behind our back. Opposite thumb comes on top. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Straighten the elbows, lift the heart, lift the chin and chest. And if you need more, chin towards chest, hinge at the waist, forehead to the ground, hips up off the heels, arms come off the lower back. Hips back towards heels, hands back towards lower back. Slowly lift yourself on up. Release the hands, give them a shake. Take the hands to the base of the neck. A little massage of the neck, all the way up to the base of the skull. A little massage here. Come to the collarbones. There's a dip right in the collarbones. A little pressure in here. Ooh, yeah. All right, come forward, table pose, cross at your ankles, roll over your feet, and come into a comfortable position. Hands to the knees or thighs, tuck the chin, close the eyes, relax the jaw. One of the reasons why our neck and our shoulders are so tight is because of the stress that we have in our day. So give yourself a moment to soften your eyes. Relax your jaw and drop the tongue off the roof of the mouth. Allow that breath to be smooth, almost like a whisper as well, so very soft. The spine is long, the belly draws up and in, but the shoulders are soft, so think heavy elbows. You're long through the back of the neck. The jaw is soft, the tongue is soft. You are exactly where you need to be. No improvements necessary, no fixing necessary, no adjustments necessary. In this moment you are perfect. Take the left hand to the heart, take the right hand to the belly, and tuck the chin a little. Inhale gratitude for this body. Exhale loving kindness in every word, every breath, and every step you take. Hands together, gaze over the fingers. Big inhale through your nose, exhale out your mouth. Namaste. Awesome work, yogis. I hope your shoulders are feeling pretty good. If you like this practice, give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave it in the comment section below. If you want to add 10 minutes to your practice, click here. If you want to add an extra 20 minutes, click here. And make sure you subscribe to my channel by clicking on my photo right there. You guys take care of yourselves. I love you. Peace.